Hello, welcome to A Few Minutes with Marvin. I inspire those who aspire to make positive changes in their lives. And do you choose to be in fear or do you choose to be in love? Now, you may say that's a loaded question, and it, it is actually. But here's the thing, every choice that we make in our lives, throughout our entire lives, boils down to two things: the choice of love or the choice of fear. Now, I've been on my journey for quite a while now, and I've been faced with these choices all of my life. And I come to realize that I've been choosing fear quite a bit in my life. And you may say, how do you know you're choosing fear? Well, believe this or not, when you choose the comfortable path, you're choosing to be in fear. And you say, wait a minute, being comfortable, having a good life, family, a job, going to church, being a charitable person, how can you call that living in fear? Well, here's where it gets, tricky. The universe puts many paths in front of you, and there's no right or wrong path. It's just a choice. But the two choices are narrowed down to fear and love. Now, when you're faced with a choice, right, a decision to make, which one do you choose most of the time, right? You choose the one that you're most familiar with, the one that you know where you're going to go, what the outcome is going to be, the safe choice. On the other hand, the other choice, the unfamiliar, the uncomfortable, the scary, right? You don't know, what's beyond that door that's presented itself to you. It's the unknown. And most people would say, well, I don't go through there because that scares me. It's fear. When the fact of the matter is it's the opposite. The comfortable path that you know where you're going, you know the outcome, you know that it brings you stability. That is a choice of fear. Going through the other side to the other choice where you don't know the outcome, you don't know how it's going to turn out. It brings up these feelings of like, if I take that, my friends and family may not approve. I may be ostracized. For taking that path. But that is a path that your soul wishes you to take. And once you start realizing that and taking those leaps of faith and taking that path of the unknown, on the other side of that is nothing but love. No fear. You lose fear when you take that path. Fear literally disappears. You become whole and complete and happy and adventuresome. And you start really truly living your life, the one you're meant to live, the one that your soul chose for you, the path of most resistance, not least resistance. The path of least resistance is fear. So why would you continue to choose that path? You can, and you know the result of that. You've chosen it all of your life. You know where that leads. Are you comfortable? If you are, then you may be in fear. If you're uncomfortable, that's where your soul's like, yes, we're exactly where we're meant to be. This is where I chose to be. These are the experiences I chose. Look at this experience I'm having right now. I'm choosing the path of most resistance. I have been doing it all my journey. Just take a look at some of my videos from that are in my on my YouTube channel here. It I've shared my experiences. I've taken the path of most resistance, and I've found absolute love every single time I have. And I have chosen the other paths, the comfortable paths. I did that with Mount Shasta recently, and that brought me a lot of fear. Once I realized it wasn't the choice that my soul wanted me to make. It's not a bad choice, but it just wasn't the choice for me in that now moment. And now I can see those paths a lot clearer. So the more you start taking those paths of most resistance instead of least resistance, the more clarity you gain on where you're supposed to be and how you can fulfill your life and be happy in every moment, and not worry about what other people think, judging others, um, living a life of lies, basically, based on what we've been told, what we've been led to believe, taking the path of most resistance, the path of love, really opens your eyes to the truth of what you truly believe. It doesn't mean that what other people believe is wrong or bad. It's just their choices, just experiences that they're choosing to have because they don't want to take that path of most resistance. Does that make sense? It makes so much sense to me. And this video really literally came to me in a meditation that I had yesterday morning because I didn't know what I was going to record this week. And I generally don't pre-plan these. Generally, they'll come to me and I'll see something and I get the inspiration. But yesterday morning, I woke up and I really had a clear sense that this was a video I was supposed to make. And I'm living it, so it's my truth. It doesn't have to be your truth, but it can be your truth. But in your way, not in mine. I'm having my own experiences and I'm loving every second of them. And if you give yourself the opportunity, you will, be presented with beautiful opportunities. But you have to choose the one that makes you the least comfortable, the one that you have no idea where it will lead, and you need to take a leap of faith and have strength and courage in yourself and faith in yourself and faith in your soul and faith in the universe that you were brought here for a reason, to be uncomfortable. And it's a good thing. Being comfortable is fear. Again, you don't have to believe me, but I've lived my life to the fullest in the comfortable and more recently in the uncomfortable. And I will choose to be uncomfortable every single time because in my uncomfortability and my not knowing what's on the other side, that's what's bringing me fulfillment, love, peace, happiness, joy, and no fear, no worries and no doubts, no negativity, none. I now choose not to experience those things, and you can too. Are you ready to choose the path of love? Get out of your comfort zones. That's the true way to experience love. Staying comfortable keeps you in fear. So, if you want to get uncomfortable, but it's a little hard for you in this now moment, hit me up. The link to my website's down below. I can help you see the path a little bit clearer and help you to stay in your uncomfortable zone more often than not. And that will bring you a lot of clarity, a lot of good, a lot of happiness, and a lot of joy. And it'll help you raise your frequency so that you can do the same for others, for your friends and your family. So stop being afraid, my friends. Stop letting fear guide you, even though it's presenting itself to you as a comfortable life. It's fine if that's where you want to stay, but that's the path of least resistance. And the more you keep taking that path, you already know the outcome. There's nothing new there for you. Choose to be uncomfortable. That is the point of this video. I'm living this life. It's a beautiful life, and you can live a beautiful life too. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me. If you like the contents of this video, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends and family. Somebody out there needs this message, and you sharing it will really help it get out to the people who can really benefit from it. And I am so grateful for that. And please leave a comment. Let me know where you are in your journey and how many doors have been in your path where you've taken the comfortable road and now you're choosing the uncomfortable path, which leads to love. I'd love to know. So, have an amazing day.